Now to discuss, President of the Association of Flight Attendants, that's Sarah Nelson. Sarah, thanks so much for joining me this morning. We are hearing talks that the government shutdown could end and be open again this week, but that doesn't necessarily mean that life returns for normal for the airlines and for the airports. Can you give our viewers a sense of how quickly it might take or how slowly it might take to get things to return to normal?
Travelers should pack a lot of patience, and they should be checking their flights before they leave home. The system is seriously stretched. So what I really want to do, first of all, is thank our nation's air traffic controllers, our TSA officers, and I would really encourage any traveler coming to the airport to be expressing that and coming with solidarity in your heart. Because there were people who were put in the middle of this who could have been paid. There were bills that were introduced right before this shutdown. Those were not passed to continue to pay government workers who were forced to come to work without pay. And there were bills that were introduced just after Chairman DeFazio, just after the 2019 shutdown, to do the same. That was not done. So what happens is you have people going who are missing a second paycheck right now, 2.5 paychecks that have gone without. Most Americans cannot live without getting a single paycheck. And they have continued to come to work as they can, but they are not getting paid yet. That creates tremendous stress and strain on the system, and that introduces enormous safety risks. And what the public needs to know is, first and foremost, you want to get there safely. It doesn't matter what you paid for your ticket. It doesn't matter how quickly you got there if you don't get there at all. And so we're going to slow it down to make sure that you remain safe.
Look, you've been talking a lot about the air traffic controllers and the ones that have been working without pay, also dealing with that short staffing. And also Secretary Duffy now reporting that he's seeing between 15 to 20 controllers retiring each day. That seems like something that will be a mountain to get over when this government shutdown does actually end. How does the FAA actually recover from so many mass retirements?
Look, going through up until this point, we had 10,800 air traffic controllers. We need 14,000 to run the system. These are people who were coming to work 6 days a week, 10 hours a day before this shutdown even started. So the system was massively stretched. We also did not have them resourced with the most current equipment, with the best infrastructure in order to be able to do their jobs. So we've got to get back to that. All of those projects were interrupted by this shutdown. So we're going to see a hangover of this shutdown occur for quite some time while we try to get people staffed up. These are highly specialized jobs that require 3 and 4 years of training. There is an effort to get more and more people into the training center, but I'll tell you what, as people are looking around and saying, what job do I want to do? This is a massive deterrent from someone choosing to do this job, because if they think this is going to be disrupted, it's very difficult for them to come through. So we have to pay people. This is outrageous. We've got to make it clear that we're going to pay government workers at all times. And what we're going to do on our end is continue to promote collective bargaining. We need to be coming together to solve problems, not tearing things down. And that is the product of what we're seeing here, is that idea that we can't come to agreement with each other.
Yeah, just like the air traffic controllers, we also need to thank our pilots and our flight attendants. That's Sarah Nelson. Thank you very much. It's now been 15